Koa's Backyard. Big Koa's Backyard. Hey. On Island 98.5.
Yes, I. Aloha Kako, cruising with Big Koi in your sound system. Of course, tonight, guys, we got the party you need to be at, the Aloha Tour, featuring Sudden Rush and friends with Ka'ikena Scanlan. Sudden Rush in the building, baby. Yes. Oh, my goodness, man. I'm excited, bro. I am super excited. We got two of the originals, and, of course, rest in peace, Brother Keala, a.k.a. King Don Juan. But that's why this guy is here, Ka'ikena, right? You're gonna be filling in and just covering the lyrical portions.
Yeah, we're doing our best. Yeah.
Nice, man. Now we got also two of the Ridge Sudden Rush members in the house over here. What's happening, you guys?
How you doing?
What's going on? Aloha.
Doing good. Beautiful day. Yeah.
First of all, I want to thank you guys, man, because growing up, bro, you guys' music was like the echo of my childhood. You know what I mean? I mean, all of those times that was going on. We had the 100th year anniversary at the Iolani Palace. I was there as a 10-year-old boy with my dad, and I got to see all the energy and just everything that was happening, which inspired me to teach my kids. And what you guys were doing musically at the time, it wasn't. I wouldn't say political. It was more like a mirror image of what we were feeling and what the people was feeling, man. So for that, thank you guys, man. Right on.
Mahalo to Sudden Rush.
Let's go back a little bit. Tell me the story about how you guys started up. Come on, give me the real story.
What was the year?
Not the bio story, yeah, not the bio story. Like the one.
Like 1993, something like that.
92.
92. Me and this guy won a talent show. Captain Craig.
At where? What school?
Hilo Carnival, Hilo Fair. Me and Dino came out with Another Good Day in Hilo, and we won the talent show. And then Captain Craig put us up. We opened up for Hawaiian from that talent show.
Brother
Nolan, and then Malu Man.
Yeah.
Came to us, brothers. They're like, record an album. We got to hook up with our brother King, Don Juan.
Right.
But we was rivals at that time, you know what I mean? There's plenty of our boys and Kuili boys. They had the money.
Sure, right.
Yeah, they had the money. We was trying to get the money, you know what I mean? And then we moved in with each other and started. The chemistry was unreal. It was just.
I like to think the hand of God.
Right.
Yeah.
It just all happened,
always,
right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't feel like any of us had any extraordinary talent. It was just the right time and right place. Blessed to the
Just some brothers, making music, doing some rap, listening to LL Cool J and whoever else was out at the time.
So you're saying the first mixtape was one mic hanging in one room?
Yeah. Our first demo was on a dual tape deck. Yeah, cassette, boom box.
The kids nowadays wouldn't know nothing what that is, right? So the cassettes was it, guys. What's the relationship between one cassette tape and one pencil? So you can rewind on it.
Yeah. I think that was before cell phones even, huh?
It probably was. It was like RAM, Motorola Pagers and stuff,
143?
143, 911. We could actually change the colors on top of the pager, and then you set them off in school, act like you was important. Nobody was paging us guys at the time. So some local boys out of Hilo, up there, enjoying the land, enjoying the culture, and then where were you guys getting all of the, the knowledge to write the music? You guys are watching these events take place, right? Koholave.
I think the Keala had for sure the strongest influence in regards to where our the direction our music took. I mean, back in the 90s, I'm sure you're familiar, that was kind of the gangster rap.
That was it, man. I was claiming and banging all kind of stuff. I didn't know what it was, but of course, man. Yeah, I was heavy on that.
There's a lot of West Coast. Keep it real,
of course.
That was what we did. We tried to, write music that people where we were from could identify, to have a sense of pride, for us. So I think Keala actually would give us assignments, like, okay, this is what we're going to write about. Go learn the go read this, you're going to okay, go read this, and go to further our knowledge, go learn about the night marches, go learn more about
That's awesome,
our king
man.
and queen, you know. So
Keala was like the
definitely.
foundation and kind of holding it all together.
yeah, he was
you
the
know,
glue.
yeah.
Definitely.
No doubt.
He was
No
the unwavering, you know.
Well, he was a teacher, right? At
Yeah.
Punana Leo,
Yeah,
up there.
he was.
Right, he
Yeah.
was at Punana Leo during the very early stages.
Yeah.
You know, we were like you were saying, you know, right on the cusp of that 100 years. Yeah.
Right.
So, yeah, shit. You know, he went from Punana Leo to Navahi.
Mhm.
Yeah, and yeah, I feel like the kind. You know, after he passed away, I think, like a lot of other things, you know, you don't really realize what you have
Till it's
it's
gone, right,
gone.
sure.
Yeah? And in his passing, I think I've grown to have a deeper sense of appreciation for the influence that he had, not just in our circle, but on our culture and language, you know. Yeah, Keala was the kind. That was a very, very intelligent guy. I feel like the
Super
kind. We
intelligent.
were lucky to have him, you know. And bum was that he's gone. That's why this whole tour, I'm expecting is going to be one hell of an emotional roller coaster, you know, because it's exciting.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure it is,
We're
man.
stoked
Of
to be
course.
living in this time and space, and at the same time, you know, Keala is not here, so kind of there's a void there that you know, that hole in the heart kind
Right,
of sore
right.
sometimes. Yeah. But
You know, I got this awesome story about Keala. I was a little kid, and my mom, she lived Big Island. Yeah, she was a weaver by trade, so that's what she did to make money. She weave hats and baskets and you know whatever else, la holla mats, and then go sell them at Rainbow Falls and before the cops come in and tell, hey, you gotta beat it. You know what I mean? We just come back again, and us little kids would be running around over there. But while she was trying to sell her stuff at the Edith Kanakaole Stadium over there, right outside, there was an event going on. And she was walking around the front. She used my little siblings there because they look cuter than me. So I was just sitting in the car and be like, hey, you like buy a hat? You like buy the kind? And I was sitting inside her old bus-up blue Chevy Impala wagon out there just hanging out, you know, picking a rust off of the car. And then this guy walks by. I look over. I was like, oh, but that's him. Oh, that's the Don. That's the King Don Juan. I must have been like, I promise, I was like 11 years old or something like that. And he walks by and he looks over at the car, of course, with his shades on. With his shades on, walk by. Hey, what's up, boy? I was like, oh, what's up, uncle? And he's like, hey, what, boy, you get tickets for the show or what? I was like, oh, no. He's like, well, how much you get? I was like, oh, me and my sister, bro. So anyway, he peeled me off, 4 tickets right there. He's like, come inside, bud. Check out Southern Rush. You're going to be performing inside. And I'll never forget that.
Nice.
Never forget that moment. Years later, go back up and find out he's on radio DJ at KWXX in Hilo, and I'm traveling up there with Uncle Israel or whatnot. But just saying, I never forgot that about him. Every time I saw him, man. So that's just my story. What was one of you guys' memorable moments about Keala? I'm sure you have many.
I got many, but I was so amazed and just amazed that we'd watch Jeopardy together, and he would answer every question before they press the button.
Knowledgeable.
And me and Shane's be, why don't you get on Jeopardy?
Right.
Guarantees a winner. But that's amazing. Jeopardy is not like Wheel of Fortune. Jeopardy is like, you gotta know.
You gotta have a little something up there.
Yeah, something up there.
But he was a good guy. He's the smartest guy I know.
Wow.
Yeah, smartest.
That's awesome.
And I
man.
love to tell that story.
the Jeopardy story, yeah?
The Jeopardy story, because
Yeah, he's over there, he's smoking a bucket.
I can't even answer one question. You know what I mean? Even after they say it.
Oh, man. Shane, how about you?
shit, honestly, but the first thing I call him.
No, go ahead.
The first thing that comes to mind is one of those the kind.
Yeah.
You know,
Inspirational
one of those okay
moments.
One of those okay moments. Yeah. I'll leave it there.
There was probably many of those okay moments.
Actually, no. He wasn't the kind.
He wasn't.
Keala, practically never. I could probably count on one hand the amount of times that I got to fire with him.
Oh, fortunate.
Yeah. So and that's why the kind. That's actually part of the reason. That's one of those standout moments because he's funny. The kind. He's funny sober.
Right.
So that day in particular, we were in Molokai and he was telling jokes and cracking us up. That was definitely a standout for me personally.
Oh man, good thing we never had all this Instagram stuff there, man. Oh man, and this is where Ka'ikena comes into play. What made you guys the kind jump out and choose Ka'ikena to be the one to take over Don's spot?
So that wasn't it wasn't a tough choice to make about Keala and his involvement with Punana Leo and Nawahi, and he was a Hawaiian language student as well, so we felt like needed somebody who understood the movement, the sovereign movement, who understood what our music was about, who understood Hawaiian language and would be fitting of standing in to play Keala's part and shit. To me, he was a no-brainer. Yeah.
And here he is, Ka'ikena. Ka'ikena Scanlan, Mr. Smoke All Day. Hey, Kanaka.
Well, hello.
Bang, bang.
Hello there.
We made that choice before the Uti Bang.
Right.
Yeah, feed him real quick. Vitamin Dino.
For you standing in for such a great presence, man, for such an awesome guy like Keala, King Don Juan, for Sudden Rush, bro. What does that experience mean for you?
It's definitely hard to explain in words. It's been kind of a crazy roller coaster and everything. I didn't really have a choice in a way. Right. Like they were saying, it's kind of a no-brainer, and same on this end. Like
no choice. Get in here, boy. You gonna do this?
They tasked me with this, and I was like, I don't see why I would not like it. And then I started researching the lyrics and really, trying to get into the part. And it really is pretty much everything that he kind of like put a blueprint down. And I didn't even know the lyrics, but the influence was great enough that even people were asking me like, oh, wow, weren't you one of those guys who was listening to Sudden Rush and all of a sudden you became a teacher of Hawaiian language and now you want to do music and do this whole thing? But in all of his lyrics, he's saying, put more Hawaiian thought, more like Hawaiian ideas and Mana'o Hawaii in our mele that's on the radio and whatnot, and to push forward for the youth and whatnot. And so it kind of was crazy that it all just clashed right there on that day. And the one time that we got to work together, we did this track, All Hawaii, and he pulled in all the new generation of Olala Hawaii musicians and whatnot that are trying to boom up on the scene. And it was for a little bit, it was just me and him in the studio, and I was asking him about the song and what he wanted, and he was saying pretty much it's like a passing of the torch. Like there's a whole new wave of this new kind of talent of Olala Hawaii, and that's exactly what he was trying to push. And so it's like, let's see this mashing of the generations together and see it working so that we can, kind of branch off and do whatever to push the youth to do music and Olala Hawaii and everything like he was saying. So it kind of just fell right in my lap and couldn't say no.
Who could say no to that, man, for real? If you guys are just tuning in, Sudden Rush in studio with Ka'ikena Scanlan performing tonight at Artistry. $20 pre-sale available at Get Not Swear, Pearl City, and online at SuddenRushNation.com. Bro, that must be amazing when you're learning these lyrics, because it's one thing to listen to a song and then you kind of sing along with it, right? But when you're actually sitting there and breaking these lyrics down and, in depth, it's almost like you're reading a book.
It's a mental trip, and you actually have to be the artist that you're trying to impersonate, because he was telling me, I want you to work on the intonations, and I got that. I totally understand if I go in there and just yell every lyric, that's not the voice, that's not the sound, it's not the feeling that was created with his music. And so you got to listen to how his breath, where he takes breaths, where he puts little tiny syllables to extend the line, and you really got to jump into his mental. And it's been a good, fun trip. It's been fun for sure.
There's a Hawaiian Tupac action, right? So
I give this guy credit, of everyone that we've got traveling with us for this tour. I would have to say that Ka'ikena has definitely had the biggest undertaking, having to learn all of Keala's lyrics so that we can go out and perform these songs. So I give him credit, from the first practice, and then every practice you'd see progress,
progression.
Not easy. Because I try to learn. Over the years, we've all tried to learn the kind. You add new covers or whatever, so you want to learn the music, and it's not easy. So to have to learn, a small library of material
Sure.
in such a short duration of time, I think was no small task. So
give them a little taste of your hip hop joints
Oh.
with some beatboxing, huh?
I don't know. We were
Bang,
we were
bang.
freestyling the other week at Surf at the Bar. Well, my bad. It was a few Heinekens or something.
Stay tuned.
Right, you guys, man, I am so happy I get the opportunity to have you guys in the backyard and talk story today, brother. This is an awesome inspirational moment for myself as well.
Wow, man.
Thank you guys very much for everything you did for our culture, and as far as Hawaiian language, hip hop music, and everything that I grew up with the childhood, man, and many of us out there. So Southern Rush, but thank you guys very much.
Solid,
Man.
thank you.
Ka'ikena, Southern Rush. We'll check you guys out tonight with friends at Artistry Honolulu. Like I said, guys,
See you
tickets
there.
only $20.
Yes, let's get it.
You don't want to miss this out. Southern Rush and Ka'ikena, because backyard, you guys are.
Yes, sir.